Facebook. Well, unfortunately, the LSU baseball season is over. Um, I've been saying this for a few days now. This team, I'm gonna tell you, this team, it's right now. I'm gonna tell you, the last 2 years they haven't been making it to Omaha. So I'm gonna say this. Look, LSU had their chances. LSU absolutely had their chances to win the game, and they failed. Sure, Devin Fontenot had a good game, striking out batters and stuff like that, but um, it doesn't excuse the fact that LSU lost this game 5-4. So um, let's go ahead and see if anybody's in here. Let's go ahead and give you see if anybody's in here want to talk about tonight's game. I'm gonna switch it over. 1 second. See if you're in here. See if everybody's hold on 1 second. Let me see if I'm on the screen. Let's see if y'all in the um, so we can talk about this game. So we're on. So let's go ahead and put this on privacy. Enter this off. Turn this off a second. Give me 1 second. We are now live everywhere. You can come in and talk about the LSU game tonight. This game right here. Let's go ahead and give you the box score analysis on this game. Pull this up, and let's drop this out. Yep, LSU did lose 5-4 to Florida State. LSU is not going to Omaha this year because, look, sure, they had 12 hits in the game. That's one thing. They had 12 hits in the ball game. But Florida State, in the end, that's like they said. At one hit could get them into the World Series, and it got them into the World Series, the Florida State Seminoles. So that's one thing we cannot stress enough. Look, I know LSU fans are not going to be happy about this outcome, but I'm going to tell you, look, I've been saying this for days. I've been warning people on these videos. If you don't win this game, your season is now over. Plain and simple. I cannot put it any clearer to people. I mean, I'm very serious about this. I have these box scores on my screen right now. If you want to see the game, the box scores, let me know. I have them right on the screen. Okay, let's go over the LSU box score. As a team, they had 12 hits. They only had 4 runs. They struck out 11 times. Their hitting wasn't as great as advertised. So they had 12 hits. They had 12 hits, but they struck out 11 times. Offensively, 11 times. Sure, they had 15 Ks on the pitching staff side, but when you strike out on the offensive side, and you're not and flying out and stuff like that, grounding out, double plays and stuff like that, you're not winning the game. Period. End of story. I mean, that's why I keep saying this to people. Look. Okay, let's go ahead and go over that box score. If you can see it, Smith went 2 for 6 tonight. He had a double in the game. Giacomo went 1 for 5. He was not very good tonight. He only got a hit. He only got a single. Bianco didn't bat tonight. Duplantis went 4 for 6. So he was the only hitter tonight in this game that made the difference for LSU. He had 3 RBIs in the game. He had 1 home run. That was the home run that was went off the foul pole, I think. So he had a home run tonight. Duplantis, Cabrera went 1 for 5, so he wasn't. He struck out. LSU. Let's see. They left 8 men on base in the game. Let's see. Watson went 1 for 4. He had an RBI. Garza had a pretty good arm at the plate, but I'm gonna tell you, he went 2 for 5 on his batting. Reed went 0 for 5, so Reed was just not there tonight hitting the ball. He struck out 3 times. in the game. So they've been striking out a total of 11 times in this baseball game tonight. That's one thing you don't look at when you got runners in scoring position. And here's another thing about that: you have to run them, drive them in, because if you don't drive them in, you're not winning the game. Period. End of story. So that was the biggest downfall for LSU is the runners in scoring position. Broussard went 1 for 5. Broussard did not have a good night as well. He only had 1 hit. But the only guy that stood out in this LSU lineup was Antoine Duplantis. So now let's go over to the pitching staff side. At worst, LSU pitching gave up 10 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them was earned. They walked 4 batters and struck out 15. The only MVP on this pitching staff was Devin Fontenot. He only gave up 2 hits, 1 run. 1 of them was earned. He gave up an earned run. But Marciano, this young man right here, absolutely was got bombed. He gave up 8 hits. He gave up 4 runs. He also gave up 2 of them was earned in the game tonight. So let's see who's in there. Catcher helped lose the game too. Yeah, absolutely. Garza went 2 for 5. Brian Champagne, but the thing is, look, sure, he had a good arm. He got it through a couple runners out, but the truth of the matter is, when you give up 10 hits in a game and you give up 5 runs and you give up 3 of them was earned, Marcel was worse. I mean, he struck out two batters, but he walked 1 batter. But the hits and the runs he gave up, and the earned runs. So that's one thing you don't do when it comes to games like that. So if you want to give me your take on this LSU loss, LSU once again loses. They will not be going to Omaha this year. Florida State will be going to Omaha. Most likely will be playing Texas Tech. They are going to the College World Series. So that's one thing we'll field your comments and questions. Okay, let's show you the Florida State pitching staff. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to the Florida State pitching staff, which was the home team, where the third base coach was with the pickoffs. Yeah, the third base coach. Yeah, you have a lot to blame with this loss. You have a lot to blame for. You have a lot to blame. Look, LSU. Everybody on Facebook thought LSU was going to walk over this team. Well, guess what? You just ate your words, folks, because they didn't walk over Florida State. So that was incorrect. I saw the pickoff plays. I saw when he was doing that. So anything else about this LSU loss we need to digest tonight? I know it's late at night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I know LSU fans are really upset about this game, but the truth of the matter is, look, 2 years in a row you lose to on the defending champions Oregon State, and you lose to Florida State. How you gonna get back into Omaha losing 2 years in a row like that? How are you gonna get back to Omaha? You're never gonna get back to Omaha. So Florida State pitching. Let's see. Van Elst Eyes. He had 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them was earned. Velez came in. He had 6 strikeouts. He had a gem of a game. He didn't give up a run. He only gave up 4 hits. So that's one thing you don't look at when you see these college baseball teams. This team is very experienced, and they're going to be a challenge in the College World Series, whoever they play. So, like I said, since that Mississippi State 17 inning loss, and also that loss in semifinals weekend in the SEC championship tournament, LSU pitching has been nothing but a dump. It's been nothing but a dump, despite Devin Fontenot's performance tonight. So let's go ahead and go over the Florida State box score. Salvatore went 3 for 5, if you could see it. He went 3 for 5 tonight. He had a RBI. Albert went 0 for 6, so he wasn't effective against the LSU pitching. Mendoza was 2 for 5. Martin was 0 for 4. Flowers went 1 for 5. Also Smith went 1 for 5, and Nelson went 2 for 5. And so and DeSater, I'm trying to say, went over. Let's see, 0 for 5. So 1 for 5 for Smith, and 0 for 5 for DeSater for Florida State. This team, I'm gonna tell you, they will get into the they will get into battles right that against these teams in the College World Series. So that's definite. I know a lot of people's talking about Paul Maneri getting fired. Hopefully he doesn't. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be time for a change. Once the cards, once the few days of frustration and anguish about LSU not getting into the College World Series blows over, there are going to be a lot of questions arising for this LSU team. And I'm going to tell you, with this new athletic director they have, Scott Woodward, I'm pretty sure they're going to be some angry Tiger fans giving up their tickets or whatever. So that's my take on it. I want to hear from you. What you think about this LSU loss? We're open it to everybody. Facebook, once the new AD will not put up with champ. The new AD. Oh yeah, he will not. He will not put up with it. If you start losing, like LSU's been doing for the past 2 years, last year and this year, he's going to be done. He's going to be done. It's a warning to everybody in that LSU athletic administrative building who's got their sports. So that's a warning to him. If you don't win, I'm going to tell you, he's going to be another J.R. Teagues. J.R. Teagues is the athletic director for Southeastern Louisiana University. And I'm going to tell you, he doesn't tolerate any losing. You got to get into the playoffs, and you got to win championships. That's what they want, championships. So that's my take on it. What's yours? Let me see if anybody's in the screen. Okay, Brian Champagne. See you on Facebook. How you doing? So I'm gonna see if anybody else is in here. Give me their take, whether it's YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. If you want to give me your take on LSU, you can chime in right now. So, okay. In closing, I'm gonna say this: LSU had better start getting their pitching staff straightened up, because I'm gonna tell you, if they go for number 3 next year, they go to the regional, the super regional again, they're gonna be knocked out again next year. So That's something we cannot tolerate here in this state. So, any closing comments before we turn off for the night? I just wanted to get on here and talk about this game. So, any closing comments that we need to know about? Give me your closing comments. We'll give you score updates. Let me go ahead and switch this over. Um, NCAA baseball score updates. Some finals in Game 2 of the Chapel Hill, North Carolina regional. It was North Carolina winning 2-0. Vandy advanced to the College World Series. They defeated Duke. Yep, one thing. Yep, the bright side, LSU picks up 4 new stars. That's good, Brian Champagne. I appreciate that information. Thank you for that information. So we appreciate it. So, all right. Let's see. For Randy Peterson, I know you listen. I hope you're listening. This is bad news for your team. I will show you. Waiting on these score updates to come back up on my screen. So this is from D1Baseball.com. Ole Miss wins 13-5, so they're going to be another game 2. Hopefully they get into the thing. Also, Texas Tech advances. They won. Let's break up that scoreboard. These are not legitimate updates. Let's switch this over. Final score: Texas State wins 8-6 over Oklahoma State, so they are going to advance to the College World Series. Okay, let's get an update on the Missouri. Stanford and Mississippi State. Let's see what's happening in Game 2 of the Stark Vegas Regional up in Stark Vegas. It is 5-1. Mississippi State on top of Stanford. That is in the top of the 5th. So it's 5-1 Mississippi State. So that's in the top of the 5th. That game's still going on. Okay, let's go ahead and get you an update on the UCLA and Michigan game. Let's go ahead and give you an update there. Waiting on the updates to come up. It is Michigan up 3-2, bottom 5th, on top of UCLA. That's in the Los Angeles Regional. So Los Angeles Regional. Let's see. I think that's it. Let me give you an update on that. See if that was a legitimate. Because sometimes D1 baseball they don't. You have to refresh. Vandy wins 13-2 over Duke. So that is the final score in that game. So it's the College World Series is set for the next weekend. So that is the college baseball scoreboard. Let's go ahead and wrap this up for the night because I got to get ready to go to bed and kind of get up early. So I got to go to my thing. So I'm gonna get this turned off. Okay. Once again, this concludes the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer sports video recap show for Sunday, June 9th. We'll be back tomorrow with the regular show, most likely 11 a.m. or maybe at night. Also, we'll have the sports video recap live stream again at night as well. We'll talk about the wrestling and the happenings over there. So we'll be back tomorrow. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Kerry Wehmeyer Sports and Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer on Facebook. Also, you can follow me on the fan page. That's I got it all on the screen. It's in purple. So also you can follow me on Instagram. Also you can follow me on WordPress. That's sports78 sports blog. Also, you can follow me on Reddit. That's reddit.com slash LSU Tulane 2505. That's for Reddit. Also, you can follow me on Tumblr. That's Tumblr Sports 78. So that's the new name. And also, you can follow me on YouTube as well. We don't have no daily motion due to the problems over there, so we will be back tomorrow. As always, everybody have a good and safe evening. I know um, the anguish is going to be going for a couple of days. Hopefully, the LSU fans can try to get some um, relief or something, and just try to take it. But that's the thing. LSU did it to themselves, so they have nobody to blame but themselves. So everybody have a good even.